On day 10, we'll be heading back to some cemeteries, Forrestlawn Cemetery in Glendale and their cemetery in Hollywood Hills. We'll be looking for famous stars again. Then we'll be going to the Griffith Park and the Griffith Observatory. Let's get started. Since this is a Sunday, there's not very much traffic early in the morning. We'll be heading again to the northern part of the city, so we have to go back through downtown Los Angeles. In about a half an hour, we arrive at Forrestlawn Cemetery in Glendale. It's a large one, and we're going to have to drive around a lot to find what we're looking for. This cemetery consists of the ground, but also several large buildings, which have graves in them. We're not going to be able to get into all of those, and some of those are going to be roped off in certain areas, so we can't get to them. Let's take a look and see who we can find. And now it's time to leave this cemetery and to head over to Forrestlawn Cemetery, Hollywood Hills. As we drive along, we notice there are many people out selling flowers to put on graves today. And now we arrive at Forrestlawn Cemetery, Hollywood Hills. It also is a very large cemetery with many different graves scattered throughout it. It seems a herd of mule deer have made their home in this cemetery, and they seem very well settled in and not afraid of people. And Deborah goes looking for the graves she wants to find. Now it's time to head out. We'll be going to Griffith Park and looking there some. We finally make our way to the Griffith Observatory, and we're going to park here and look around at some of the sights over Los Angeles. This is one of the best views we've had so far of the Hollywood sign. Remember, it used to be Hollywood Land, but the LAND slid down the hill and they just left Hollywood. Over there is downtown Los Angeles that we drove through earlier today. And now it's time to head back down out of Griffith Park and back to our hotel. traffic is getting heavier now, and it's almost like rush hour traffic on a weekday. Back we go through downtown Los Angeles. And then to our hotel for the night.
Your destination is on the right.
Yes, it is. This brings us to the end of day 10.